You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Friday the 22nd of May, 2026. It is 63 days after the spring equinox. It is 30 days before the summer solstice. In today's episode, Figs and Grapes, a Public Library, Abraham Lincoln, Harvey Milk, and National Maritime Day. The sun rises today at 5:33 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:52 p.m. The sun sets today at 8:13 p.m., civil twilight ends at 8:45 p.m., and nautical twilight ends at 9:25 p.m. The length of daytime today is 1 minute, 39 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 42% full at midday. The moon sets today at 1:13 a.m., and then it rises again at 11:37 a.m. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 3:23 a.m., 1 meter 62. In the morning, low tide, 9:48 a.m., 9 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 4:14 p.m., 1 meter 46. At night, low tide, 10:10 p.m., 27 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, fig trees are leafing out. They like to wait until all threat of cold nights is past. Despite the frigid winter, it seems most of our local figs made it through. We hope that the 31st Avenue Open Street holds a fig festival again this year when the fruits arrive in late summer. Grapevines are also vigorous now, and arbors are covered in leaves. This is not a scientific count, but observing grapes in the neighborhood, it seems there are fewer vines than there used to be. As elderly Greeks and Italians move away, or pass away, and the neighborhood changes its ethnic composition, perhaps this staple local crop will dwindle as well. An example of how horticulture changes as the broader culture shifts. Commemorations. On this day in 1803, Caleb Bingham made a donation of books to his local library in Salisbury, Connecticut. The collection was geared toward younger readers and was dubbed the Bingham Library for Youth. It was stipulated that the books be made available to the general public free of charge. 7 years later, the town meeting of Salisbury agreed to support the library with public funds. These two civic-minded gestures make what is now called the Scoville Memorial Library the first publicly funded library in the United States. Hat tip to the people of Salisbury. On this day in 1849, the future president, Abraham Lincoln, was issued a patent. His invention was a pair of inflatable pontoons that could be attached to the side of riverboats. As a young man, Lincoln had worked on boats on rivers and lakes in the Midwest. Heavily laden with cargo, they often became stuck on underwater obstructions and had to be emptied in order to float freely and resume their journey. His pontoons could be inflated to allow a vessel to float higher in the water and be quickly on its way. Lincoln is the only president in our history to have received a patent. His model of the device is in the Smithsonian Institution in Washington. One more reason to admire Honest Abe. Today we remember Harvey Milk, born this day in 1930 in Woodmere in Nassau County. After serving in the Navy, he returned to New York, where he worked as a teacher and in a variety of corporate jobs. As the 1960s progressed, he gradually left behind the conservatism of his youth, and he came out. In 1972, he moved to San Francisco and opened a camera shop in the Castro district. It soon became one hub for gay life in the neighborhood. He was elected a city supervisor on his third try in 1978, the first openly gay public official in California. As supervisor, he was able to pass a civil rights ordinance forbidding discrimination based on sexual orientation. He also, by the way, sponsored a pooper-scooper law that passed. On November 27, 1978, a former city supervisor, Dan White, entered San Francisco City Hall through a basement window, and he shot dead Mayor George Moscone and Harvey Milk. Remember Harvey Milk, the mayor of Castro Street, today. Today is National Maritime Day in the United States. It honors our merchant marine and marks the day in 1819 that the American steamship Savannah set sail from Savannah, Georgia, on the first ever transoceanic voyage under steam power. There is a poignance to this holiday, as so many ships in our harbor fly flags of convenience, and most American-owned large vessels are registered abroad to avoid tax and regulation. Finally, as the Memorial Day weekend is now upon us and the summer season begins, we wish everyone a happy holiday. And that is the Observatory, Friday the 22nd of May, 2026.